Last time on Adventure is Out There.
Nate, what are we about to do?
We are about to cross the Bridge of the Gods.
It's awesome to be on a trip like this, have fun with friends, be out in nature. This is one of those things where you just have to see it for yourself because I don't think we're gonna capture it. Again, like all the hairs on the back of my neck are just standing up because this is just amazing.
We just kind of climbed 1,000 feet of elevation. Oh, that camera.
I'm liking the view.
Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Wow, that's more of a cliff than I was really expecting.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. In 5 days, we had successfully completed sections 1, 2, 3, and 4 of the Washington Backcountry Discovery Route, but had run out of time. As we gorged on pizza, we had no idea how long we'd have to wait to finish the journey. But fortune would smile on us. 3 short weeks later, we met again at the same pizza joint in Chelan, Washington to finish what we started. All right, we're about ready to hit the trail of the Washington Backcountry Discovery Route again, but it is 3 weeks later. It is now about the middle of October, so weather is a factor. Will we find snow, rain, Yetis? We're gonna find out. We lost a guy. Pour one out for Michael. He's super dead. He's super dead to us anyway.
What? We have new Michael.
We do. We have new Michael. We have Canadian Michael.
Hello, Canadian Michael.
How's it going, eh?
Sorry about that.
And to fill in as passenger and B-roll and cameraman extraordinaire in my truck, because I have to have somebody to talk to, my buddy Justin.
Hello, Justin.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to this ragtag group of misfits.
Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, you wanna
Correct.
give a quick tour of your bison?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right, 2021 Bison with every AEV enhancement that they offer. Come up winch, smart cap, Prinsu rack, and most of the install videos thanks to yours truly.
Hey, thank you. Section 5 of the WABDR is 103 miles long, connecting Chelan to Concanully, Washington. After saying goodbye to beautiful Lake Chelan, the route gains elevation quickly to the 5,867-foot summit of Cooper Mountain. From there, the trail stays consistently beautiful, including other mountain peaks and even a ghost town. Let's roll! Adventure! Adventure!
Should I be at 4 low?
4 low and lockers.
Both lockers too, right, Jason?
Quiet.
So the first peak we're headed to is Copper Mountain. Should be, I think, 5,800 feet elevation. Yeah, I think the sign back there said like 20 miles. Everyone basically gets to the top of that one.
We'll be there in 20 minutes if the road stays like this.
Kind of did some YouTube recon before this trip, and this will be some interesting sections. I think we'll have some good overlooks throughout this, basically every day.
Well, good, because all of my drone batteries are fully charged.
Well, that sounds like a horrible thing. We'll have to burn those down.
Burn them down.
Mike, I like how different your bison is set up from Chris's. They're both awesome and but different styles. I like it.
Yeah, I noticed that every one of these is unique.
Each one of these vehicles are very different. They're very different setups too for camping.
Yes, if we have crappy weather, which hopefully we don't, the roof tenters will reign supreme.
Men laugh at us as we sleep on the ground.
I mean, we were spoiled by the weather on the first part of the trip, so I think we need, like, it has to match, otherwise it's not right.
Continuity is important.
Well, I don't think you could ask for a more beautiful October day than this.
Yeah, section 5 you're starting off good.
Everybody ready to look adventurous? All right, here we go. Yay! We're adventurous! We're super adventurous!
That's a bunch of handsome men on a rock in forest nature.
Now we'll all take our shirts off.
Gladiator helmets and we're gonna do that.
With ominous weather rolling in, it was time to stop looking super adventurous and put down some trail miles to our intended campsite.
The weather has definitely shifted a bit. It's, you know, this is going overlanding in October for you.
Just remember, guys, there is a giant cliff next to us. Just because of the fog, we can't see it. Doesn't mean it's not there.
There's Mike. Mike and Nate are going kind of fast.
Those Jeep Wranglers are quick like a bunny rabbit.
I was just saying that y'all are speedy.
Speeding it right, that's why.
Roger. Now there's not very much, but I don't know if you guys kind of can notice from the camera up there, we've got a little bit of snow. Oh, here we go.
Ah, Mike!
Yeah!
Oh, looks like Fox Peak is right ahead of us.
Yeah, looks like if we want to hit it, we have to take that road tails to her right. I don't think it's going to give us anything good.
Probably just want to make our distance, then camp somewhere lower, right?
Oh, get that Fox Peak right here. Much, much lower.
Hello.
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 How are we doing, guide man?
We're doing way too well.
Adventure man, Adventure Nate.
It's Adventure Nate.
Adventure Nate.
So we're here. You can see a little Jeep. That's us.
Okay.
This is like where we were. This is where we're going for fuel.
Okay.
But we want to find somewhere to camp somewhere in this section before we hit that hardball once again.
Sure.
Since we only had 2 sections to cover on this trip, we decided to take our sweet time and find camp a little early.
No bison tonight.
No bison?
Prime rib
What?
burgers tonight.
What?
I love you guys.
Our campsite comes with a pretty awesome white noise machine.
Yeah, I suppose one of us could have done that.
Cheers.
Oh.
You just gotta line up the.
Ooh. Ooh. Nate. Oh. Oh. This is awesome.
Don't put it at the fire.
I did.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not supposed. Monocular, right? It's not good for it.
Night sleep report. A very, very cheap USB heater pad. And one of these just to get the tent warm at the beginning, and that's it. And I slept like I was a baby in my mother's arms. I slept better than I usually sleep at home. Should I say that? Should I say it was?
And bourbon.
And also. The Section 5 route includes a short stint along Highway 20. This is the last good opportunity to top off your fuel and grab supplies in either Carlton or Twisp, Washington. So we did both. We fueled up and grabbed supplies at the famous Carlton General Store and met possibly the world's friendliest dog.
So cute. Hello, sir.
Then it was on to Twisp to grab an amazing breakfast at El Valle, a Mexican restaurant that offers traditional American breakfast options in the morning.
Bam. Those hash browns too.
Oh, it's gonna be on the camera. It's been so weird.
Come on.
I can't get a good
There you go. That's good.
Time to get back on the BDR to conquer Section 5. We didn't know it yet, but it was going to be a very exciting day. So a cool thing happened in between the last leg of the trip and this trip is that each of us have done something kind of cool to each of our trucks. So we're gonna do a little show and tell, and Nate goes first.
The biggest thing of the last trip was the dust. So dust was the biggest player I think we all had problems with. So one of the first things that I wanted to do for actually quite a while now, but the last trip kind of spurred it, make it happen quicker, was the light bar down low. I changed out the lenses to amber to get a little bit more dust and low light kind of visibility because of it.
Yeah.
The other big dust related thing that I changed on the vehicle, I wanted to do this also since I bought the vehicle, was put a snorkel on it. When you're off road, a lot more dust is in this area than it is up here. So getting the cold air intake up higher gives you better, cleaner air. You're going to get your air filtered less dirty over time.
All right, Jace, you're up next. What do you got?
Well, I got some constructive criticism that because I chose a vehicle that is a bit earth toned in dark green and tan, that I'm a little hard to see when it's dusty outside. So I literally got this done like the day before we left. Come, it's in the back, it's in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tacoma has a chase light.
Thank the maker.
This bumper is kind of hard to mount lights into because we have sensors here, here, and here. What I did is I did some research, and this light from Dow Dynamics, it's a 2-inch pod light that really closely matches the trailer wiring, at least the shape. So it actually looks kind of symmetrical. So I flush mounted this and wired up a switch.
Mine is not dust related. There are so many times I can't tell you, we were talking back and forth and you guys would ask me a question and I would answer on my lovely radio.
And all we'd hear was like...
Can't hear you again, Chris. Sorry. So I fixed that. I had a defective radio. Midland was kind enough to send me out a full replacement, which is very cool. But while I was at it, I did relocate my antenna.
It looks cool.
So we used to have a ghost antenna mounted up there.
Yep.
We brought it to the back. Oh! And this is their new kind of bull bar mount. I think it's like a 2.5 foot antenna. Yep. Routed all the wiring. Have a really cool little mount from Rego Fabrication. And thankfully, it has worked phenomenally so far this trip. You all can hear me.
We can hear him.
Repeat myself. It's incredible. It's incredible. So yeah, that's my mod.
All right, we're getting wild here.
What do you have to do? This is why we can't have nice things.
Is there any obstacles or treacherous stuff ahead of us for today, or pretty light?
So this is another section of trail that none of us have ran before, so I'm not sure exactly what to expect. One of the cool things that we'll be doing today is going to the Ruby site. It's an old ghost town that's pretty excited to go check out.
Trying not to set my expectations too high.
North of us to where we are now and where we're headed, we call Canadian banana belt because of the fruit growing region, and then it's very dry and arid. So this is the beginning of it as we continue north. Very similar terrain.
I dig section 5. It's very, very chill, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm loving today. It's just good. It's very, very good. Big boy! Ah!
Yeah! Wow! Ah!
I'm gonna say less than 5 miles.
Yeah, look at that. He's gonna pick us up and chop us in half.
I was like, what the hell are you opening the gripper for?
Ho-ho! Windows up. That looked awesome, dude. I'm glad I was recording that.
I think we have probably another 20 miles to do. Hopefully that's correct. We get to the Ruby campsite, so we basically have an hour of driving.
All right, gents, just to recap, let's pull over for a second. My truck just threw a check engine light. I don't know if it was playing in the puddles too much or what's going on. All the temps, pressures, everything looks fine, but let's find out for sure. 10 mil, I don't have one immediately on me.
Well, we checked it. It's still there.
It's still, the engine's still there.
Let's go.
Will he make it through section 6?
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, we're gonna start it up again, see if it comes back.
Oh, I probably have to do my window thing. Do I have to do my window thing? Yeah, I do. Open, then close driver window.
Is this so it doesn't pinch you or something?
I have no idea. There goes away.
It's gone?
It's gone. Yep.
There we go.
Chevys.
Fixed it.
Yeah.
We fixed it.
And that's how you fix a Chevy. Now we hope and pray.
Section 5 had been amazing, except for this.
I sense
It's 18 years old.
Oh, I said you just stepped in a giant pile of shit.
Oh no!
Also, we had been traveling just too darn fast. Nate remedied the situation by finding us a pretty ridiculous side quest. Our vehicle's paint would never look the same.
We got 1.6 miles to some cool stuff, so it's something mine.
Ooh, a mine. Oh, this looks fun.
I'm gonna climb up it first and take a look at it. It looks a little off camber, kind of rocky, so let me just scout it first. Well, this is the China Wall loop to the Arlington mine site.
All right, Godspeed, Nate.
Godspeed.
Ooh, yeah.
He was saying he wanted to scout it just in case.
Okay, you guys should be able to make it. I would suggest doing it one at a time, and then let the guy behind you know when you make it.
All right, I'm headed up. I am clear. Not too bad, guys. That was fun.
The Arlington mine site is on the map and has a few paths to reach it. If you attempt the same path as us, be aware that the trail is very tight and overgrown. Also, there are washouts to contend with. You've been warned.
Off the beaten path a little bit.
This is called a China Wall of Loop in the map.
Bloop bloop.
This is starting to look like my last few weekends at home in the Alpine.
Bit steep here.
Woo. That was fun.
More cows.
We gotta tell them to move out of the way. Right? Right, Nate?
You're a nerd.
I don't like the off-camber stuff. I don't like it. No, I don't.
15-degree off camber is always exhilarating.
Especially with the tent 7 feet in the air.
Yeah.
You doing good, Jason?
Somebody doesn't like heights.
Oh, you gotta be uncomfortable sometimes. It's part of the experience.
What is this?
What's up, Nate?
Here, you want to take a look at this?
Oh boy.
That's definitely a little sketchy.
Oh, that right there and right here.
Well, I'm not super worried about this. This was throwing off camber. But that spot, that's where it was actually washed out and someone put logs and rocks into it.
Right.
So I'm gonna try to put a front tire on it and see what happens.
Okay.
The anticipation is killing me.
Oh, sorry. So up ahead here, there's a really narrow spot next to this like cliff wall. Jason's gonna spot me through it and he's gonna videotape it because actually this is a narrow spot.
Yeah, you're okay. Straight. You're good. You're not on the rocks. You're still in the dirt. You can go passenger. There you go. More passenger. There you go. You're through. Good. Woo, that's close. Just do what Nate says.
Hang on just a second. You're good. You're good.
I'll go up there and park behind you.
Park up right behind my Jeep.
Yep.
Now we got a heavier bison.
Much heavier.
And then we got a really heavy bison at the tail. So this might not seem necessary for all of you, but we're trying to save this because we have a 7,000-pound bison come across as a tail vehicle.
And I think we're on the max track now.
Feels like it.
Last but not least.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey, we're all through. And now we're all through. There we go. I think that's the first time that one was used.
I got
A little bit.
little rocks kind of ate it a little bit.
That's
Trim
fine.
that off.
I feel so gosh darn alive. Do we have more cows? Look at all them cows.
High elevation beef.
What are you sassy cows up to? Here comes some scratches. Oh man. Whatever. mean, flipping, whatever. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa! Whoa!
Like Sarge is being initiated into a fraternity.
How you doing, Chris? Just pushing through, buddy. Rub-a-dub-dub, right, Chris?
So I'll explore this.
Let's go clear the road. Get up there, Jace.
Can I just go through there?
You want to come up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toyota guys.
Can I make it through that?
Yeah, I made it through it.
Oh, you made it through it. Can I make it through it?
Oh, of course. It's a Toyota. I can do anything.
It's a Toyota.
My nerves are a bit nerve-wracked, dude. So, Jason, you've got this.
Move it!
There you go.
A little stressed out, bud.
I don't know why you're interviewing me, but how was it for you?
It's fine. It's not a big deal to me.
Oh, it's all good. You're gonna be okay.
The mine itself was fine, but the journey to it was a highlight of the entire WABDR adventure.
What we got here is an inline. Good as gold.
What is funny thing is, this thing doesn't have a check engine light on it.
With daylight running low, we made our way along a more established trail back to the BDR to check out the Ruby Ghost Town and to find camp.
Ready for some history?
Some history, get yourself some learnings.
Here we go. Chris,
Do you want me to read it?
I want you to read it.
All right. Queen City of the Okanagan County Silver Boom, Ruby was born in the spring of 1886. Main Street, following this county road, was 60 feet wide. Both sides were solidly lined with business places for 1/4 of a mile. Cabins and shacks clung to the hillsides. Ruby rocked when miners poured in from the first thaw. The Arlington, 4th of July, and other notable mines and ridges to the west. With whiskey, $1 a quart. Hey-o! Hey-yo! No one went thirsty. Only a few stone foundations remain of what was once the most famous mining camp in the Northwest.
Wow. Good job, Chris.
Thanks. Ruby, unfortunately, was a dud and had no place to camp. We made our way into Concanoli, Washington, completing Section 5, and found camp technically a few miles into Section 6.
Well, it's 6:22 p.m. We just set up camp. Another awesome campsite. This one is like an actual campsite. We're sorry, we're not always super awesome, but it's a great spot. Looks like a calendar here, and I'm gonna eat tacos and drink beer.
If so, I want to show that French beer.
It's on fire now.
Off deep woods, or deep woods.
There you go, right, Chris?
Not just for bugs.
Put that on your skin. It's good for you.
Our journey along the Washington BDR had only one leg remaining, Section 6. At only 66 miles long, Section 6 connects Concanoli, Washington to the Canadian border. While short, the trail doesn't disappoint as you travel to the highest elevation on the entire WABDR over Lone Frank Pass. After that, the route enters Loomis State Park and up Skull and Crossbones Road, where a historic homestead still stands, sort of. Then it's down into a beautiful valley where the adventure quickly concludes.
A glorious campsite, boys. What's the next peak we're headed to?
We're going to Lone Frank Pass first.
Well, it has been an epic trip. Every day is different, so I'm excited to see what today brings. I would say, depending on the time of year you're doing this, a stock truck can probably do it with just a good set of tires. Obviously, you're gonna want recovery gear and to go with some friends to make sure you don't get stuck out here alone.
So currently we're approaching Lone Frank Pass, and we just crested 6,700 feet elevation, and we're still climbing a bit. So this is actually a new high for us in Washington on the BDR.
I am very glad I kept my long johns on.
You know, like I thought about bringing long johns, but I left it at home. But this heated seat is really coming in handy right now.
That's great. I'm happy for you. But
Are your hands warmed as well? Because, I mean, you wouldn't want to have to wear gloves.
Oh no, yeah, like my hands are perfectly warm with this heated steering wheel.
Yeah, I feel like we all got that pretty well covered, right? Right? Mike, you got that covered. We're good.
No, every good overlander has to have a heated seat and a heated steering wheel.
Well, we just hit 6,800 feet right at that high point there, and then there's a nice sign that says avalanche warning. I don't think we have enough snow on the ground to worry about an avalanche today. Just, I know it's foggy, but this still is a 400-foot drop off to our right, so pay attention. Make sure you have good grip on the steering wheel.
If your hands are cold, just turn on your heated steering wheel. It makes you feel better. Roger.
friends like you who need enemies.
Camera's off. Camera's off.
All right, welcome everyone to the Skull and Crossbones Ranch. The most haunted part of this whole journey.
Oh no.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah. Oh, very cool. Ah, haunted poop. Haunted poop. Haunted poop.
So one of the cool things you can tell about old cabins is like when they're built. Like I can guarantee this cabin was built over 2 years ago. You can tell by the wood.
Really? Wow.
Comment below.
Comment below if you think this cabin is older than 2 years. This cabin was murdered by this log. Wild forest cows approach. What are you doing, Mr. Cow? What are you doing? I mean, Miss Cow, sorry. If this was any more P&W, we'd have Sasquatch drinking a Rainier off to the side.
Listen, let's get a costume and a beer and we can arrange that.
You gosh darn cows!
That's a big old fatty cow. Look at that big bastard.
Oh, go away. Go.
It'll be okay, cows.
Come on, Nate, herd that cattle.
Yeah, Nate! Ha! Woo!
To get the bovine out of the way.
Section 6 was a ton of fun, but too short. We could have wrapped up the journey, but decided to make camp one last time and finish the adventure the next morning.
It's like Hades. Look at that. Look at this, Chris. Did you see this fire? It's ridiculous. It's too much. It's too much.
All right, guys, just looking at the map, it looks like we just got a downhill section that we got to do to get back down to the road. And then, oh yeah, you can see the town of Loomis from here.
So our journey is almost complete.
Almost complete. And from what I look on the map, that as soon as we get to the bottom of this, we will be getting onto the pavement. So we'll try to find a little spot to pull off and air up our tires, because I think it's going to be highway from here.
And then we get to escort our Canadian friend all the way to the border.
Hey, can't thank you guys enough for inviting me on your adventure and making sure I get home safe.
It was a blast, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, great adventure, awesome vehicles, but better people, if you ask me. Mike, you've made a late addition to your truck.
I have. This will guarantee me entry back into my home country after adventuring in the U.S. So it's a given.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
My advice to everyone, do stuff like this. Get a group of friends together. Bring what you have. You don't have to have the fanciest vehicles in the world. I'm rolling 32s with all these guys in 35s and 37s, and I'm able to keep up. Warms my heart. It warms my heart to be with people like this, hang out with them, get to learn things from them. I am a very fortunate, blessed dude to have friends like this and be able to do stuff like this because friends help you get through the harder times in life. They support you, and sometimes when needed, they just distract you. And Chris keeps throwing rocks at me! You threw another rock at me, dude! Final thoughts, guys?
So this is the end. We have now finally brought Mike back to the border where he'll be.
Canada's that hay back there.
Canada hay.
Amazing stuff. It was a really good trip. Really good trip.
Nate?
I was always kind of surprised. It seems like every section, like it just got better, starting from section 1 all the way to section 6. So everything had a nice little special way of making it interesting.
My thoughts, guys, get out there, do stuff like this with your friends. Doesn't matter what trucks you have, just get out there. It makes all of me happy. So it's just so awesome. Thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless, and don't forget to do yourself.
Wait,
What?
which one should we do next?
Idaho.
Idaho?
Idaho.
Comment below.
Comment below what we should do next, but it's gonna be Idaho probably.
Well, that's a spoiler.
All right, bye. Woo!
Hey, it's finally over! Thank you all so much for watching this series. As a token of my thanks to the first 5 of you who see this message and message me on Instagram, I would like to mail you out free of charge a not yet released or for sale Jason Explains Things Velcro patch along with a Jason Explains Things sticker. Just send me a message. I'll mail this out to you free of charge as a thank you. Again, means a lot to me and to the whole group of us who've been working on these videos, that for your support, your messages, all that. Really appreciate it. So, hey, it's snowing and it's almost Christmas, so I'll say Merry Christmas. See you soon.